Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler with, actually it's still morning, 11:48. So good morning, Robert Scribbler with the OBX Wave Report. Filming here remote from the mountains in the Roanoke area. I'm still visiting with my family and enjoying some wonderful holidays. And hope you guys are doing the same with you and yours. I also hope you guys are planning some good surf adventures as we get into the Wave Report for today for the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Once again, we are remote, so no beautiful videos of waves for you today, but we will be back, let's see, I believe on Monday or Tuesday, depending on our time frame. But for now, you'll just have to make do with my my analysis from the remote using all my various tools, the wave monitors, the data from the buoys, some model data from the WaveWatch 3 models, and National Weather Service. All right, so right now at Nag's Head, we've got 3-foot plus waves and semi-glassy conditions with a swell out of the east at 2.9 foot and 12 seconds. We got very light northeasterly winds at 5 miles per hour. And air temperatures right now in the range of about 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Those ocean water temperatures are pretty cold right now, ranging from 49 degrees to 53 degrees, depending on where you are in Nag's Head. The more southerly beaches are slightly warmer. The more northerly beaches, you'll get those 49-degree ocean water temperatures, which is pretty chilly. You're going to need a 5'4" wetsuit once those temperatures get down into the 40s to maintain your body temperature, and 3/4s in the 50s to lower 60s. Looking forward to a low tide between 11 and noon today, and a high tide between 5 and 6, all for the east-facing beaches up and down the Outer Banks. The general character of the waves are semi-clean to glassy, and we'll get into that more as we head on further south. In Rodanthe, we've got 2 to 4 foot waves and slightly choppy conditions with an east-northeast swell at 3.3 foot and 12 seconds. We've got northeasterly winds coming in at 9 miles per hour, air temperatures at 52 degrees, and ocean water temperatures considerably warmer down there in Rodanthe at 55, but 55 not warm at all. So still kind of cool. And then in Buxton, we got larger waves in Buxton at 3 to 4 foot plus and slightly choppy conditions with an easterly swell at 3.7 foot and 12 seconds. Northeast winds at 11 miles per hour, generating slightly more choppy conditions, but not as heavy chop as what we've seen recently with the more stormy conditions. Air temperatures right now in Buxton in the range of about 52 degrees, ocean water temperatures 62. And then down in Frisco, we've got 2 to 3 foot waves, semi-clean conditions, and northeasterly winds light at 8 miles per hour. Overall conditions for today, semi-clean to choppy, to semi-choppy, 2 to 4 foot. High temperatures today around 54, 55 degrees up and down the Outer Banks. Generally, I'd say generally a good day to go surfing. It's not super hollow. We don't have a west wind, but nonetheless, surf conditions are not terrible. For tomorrow, we expect those light northeasterly winds to continue and start to pick up just a little bit. So, excuse me, I got a family member that's sneezing in the background. But yeah, we've got light northeasterly winds picking up slightly. So generally the trend is toward more choppy conditions, but this is not going to be major heavy chop on Monday. 2 to 4 foot waves generally, and high temperatures warmer at 57 degrees with that easterly flow off the ocean, pulling in some of that warmer air from the ocean environment. And on Tuesday, we've got also 2 to 4 foot waves with onshore winds picking up to between 10 and possibly up to 20 miles per hour. And once again, the trend is to more choppy, but just semi-choppy to choppy conditions. Not going to be terribly choppy because the wind conditions aren't too strong there. And air temperatures right now expected to be about 58 degrees. And then on Wednesday, semi-choppy to choppy in the morning and then expected to clean up by afternoon with larger waves in the residual of that onshore flow as the winds are expected to shift around to the west and northwest, and we expect 3 to 6 foot wave heights, and generally more clean conditions in the afternoon on Wednesday, with choppier conditions in the morning. So for this wave report, the forecast is for slightly choppier conditions than the last forecast, but generally speaking, not too terribly heavy in the way of chop. So don't be fooled by red colors in the wave monitors. It's a little bit more nuance here. I'd say that the waves are more rideable than some of the wave monitors may seem to indicate. And so there are waves to be had today, tomorrow, even Tuesday, and then in the afternoon on Wednesday, looks like waves are going to clean up pretty nicely. So thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX Wave Report. I once again hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday. And as I always do, I'd just like to ask you guys to please do everything you can to help support the clean energy transition and protect our coastlines from the impacts of climate change, which include rising sea levels, more intense storms, ocean heat waves, and ocean acidification. And in all honesty, we've all got to get on board for response to the climate crisis. Otherwise, things become, generally more difficult to manage over time, but it's not an unmanageable crisis by all means. We've just got to have the resolve to follow, the pathway that's going to be most beneficial to all of us. And we can do that in the mass deployment of clean energy being wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles, as well as electrification of through electrolysis of water, which allows for the production of hydrogen, which can then be turned into various liquid fuels and used across the broader economic spectrum. So, and there's a lot of good work taking place in Europe and the United States in that regard, because we've had some good policies in place in recent years. And let's not lose focus. Let's not lose our resolve. Let's just keep doing the good things and not get cynical, not think X or Y is inevitable, but just keep chipping away at that block, and we can get to a good future. All right, so thank you for joining me once again, and I will be back with you guys shortly, and with another wave report tomorrow morning. Once again, remote. Sorry to say, but by Monday or Tuesday, by Tuesday, should be back to live for you guys. All right, take care and happy holidays to you all.